Hi betting experts, on Saturday July the 13th, an 11 race extravaganza on ITV on Saturday, the busiest Saturday of the turf season. Brilliant racing from Ascot, Newmarket and York. The ground, well, across the country had a lot of rain earlier in the week, but it's dried out. I'm thinking it's going to be good to soft in places generally, perhaps even better than that if the weather forecast is right. We start off with our betting expert daily nap. This goes in the 220 at Ascot, the Summer Mile, a Group 2, and I'm strong here on Sonny Liston. Now, this one has only won 2 of his 16 career starts, most of those were with Charlie Hills. He's moved to Rafe Beckett. He's an improved performer, and Rafe Beckett is absolutely flying at the minute. He's had 8 winners in the last 14 days at a 20% strike rate. This one, you're getting a fair price this afternoon because he's basically a top-class handicapper stepping up into a Group 2, and often those horses are underestimated by the market. Watch his latest run back. It came over this course and distance in a huge field here, the Royal Hunt Cup, at the Royal Meeting. He missed the break. He saw no daylight at all when he was travelling really strongly in the winner, Wild Tiger. He landed a wholesale gamble, quick and clear on the near side, but Sonny Liston ran on really strongly to get into a challenging position inside the final furlong. I think that was a career best effort. He's got absolutely optimum conditions here. Ground just on the softer side of good. Rob Hornby booked. He can pick these off late. Hopefully they'll go a decent gallop. That's what he needs. There is a couple of likely pace angles in the race. Our betting expert value angle selection goes in the 4 o'clock at Newmarket. This is a 7 furlong heritage handicap. Excellent prize money. I've been waiting for a while to run for Simon and Ed Crisford. He has been a non-runner on about 4 Saturdays in a row. Quite remarkable, mainly because the ground's been too firm, but the rains arrived in time. Now, last season, he attracted hefty market support on a number of occasions. He never delivered. He tanked through some of these Saturday handicaps, looking like he had to win, and the cards didn't quite fall right for him. But he's got James Dorr booked for this ride. As I say, he's been ready to run for some time, and I think 7 furlongs here, a huge field, a strong gallop, a bit of cut in the ground. I think he can pick these off late from what remains a very attractive handicap mark. The remaining 9 races on ITV, deep breath, we'll spin through them in time order, starting at Ascot. The 145, a 5 furlong handicap, well, Dream Composer is a brilliant advert for James Evans. He let backers down at last week at Sandown, but if you watch that run back, it was a small field. He ended up 6 lengths behind under his claiming rider off a sedate pace for a sprint, finished with running left. He barely had a race, to be honest. I was at Sandown that afternoon. I think he returned. He'd probably done more work going down to the start. Marquand repaces the boy Levy in the saddle here. They'll go a proper pace. 5 furlongs at Ascot should be ideal. He's bound to go close. If you can find bookmakers offering extra places, he's a really good each way bet because he's going to be held up off a fast pace. He'll be rattling home. Over to York for the 2 o'clock, one of their impossible handicaps at York, over a mile, tiny stakes, Blue for You. It comes from a yard that's hit form at last, David O'Meara. He's had 6 winners in the last fortnight. This one's a pretty useful miler. He's had excuses since his promising reappearance over this course and distance in May. Back to York, a unique flat track. It should suit him. He should go well. Over to HQ for the 212, a fillies handicap. Well, Miss Bodacious comes from a yard having a brilliant season, Carl Burt. They're not stopping. 9 winners in the last 14 days, Carl. And this Scopy filly landed hefty market confidence on her handicap debut over 6 furlongs here last month. Up to 7, should suit her, unlock some more improvement. She's got a new mark to defy, but I think she's capable of doing it under Clifford Lee. Back to York for the 235, a listed contest over 6 furlongs. I like Rogue Lightning here from the Tom Clover yard. Now, he's in a lot better form than it looks. He reared leaving the stalls on very quick ground at Royal Ascot, put a line through that run. He needed the run on his reappearance in the mud at Haydock. I think he's got everything right here for a bold showing. He's supposed to be working very well at home. He'll love the flat track at York. I think he'll go really well. Over to Newmarket, the 250, a handicap over a mile. Well, Global Skies is another notebook course. It's just at the back of my mind. That was a poor race at Musselburgh last time out, but he was definitely given a very curious ride. He never put in the race at all and finished with loads of running left in the tank. This is a better race, but at a double figure price, he's worth chancing. Incidentally, his yard, Ben Brookhouse, a good yard, 1 to follow, 3 from 8 in the last fortnight. Over to York, the 310, a handicap over 1 mile too. Well, Astro King is a bit of a twilight horse these days, but he did run very well last time out in listed company, slow to leave the stalls, run blocked at a Early stage, soon in an impossible position, but I think a strongly run York handicap should suit him, and Kingscote's booked. Newmarket 325, a Group 2 over 7. Pentle Bay, well, I think he bumped into probably the best juvenile of the year so far in Bedtime Story at the Royal Meeting, taking a sort of 9.5 length second, which most people might think, well, there wasn't really a second, but I watched the run back this morning and Pentle Bay didn't get anything go his way. He missed the break, he never got any daylight at all, and the winner had disappeared by the time he was extricated. So I suspect that's good form. I think he'll go really well here over 7 furlongs. Back to York for the 345, a Group 3 over 1 mile 6. I like Salt Bay here. Rafe Beckett flying. This course and distance saw him improve dramatically when a close second last time out. I thought he probably should have won against the very well ridden Ryan Moore front runner. He's bound to travel strongly. As I say, York suits him, and there's more to come over these sort of trips. And finally, over to Newmarket for the 435, the day's feature, the July Cup, over 6 furlongs, a really hot race. I think the one who's overpriced is Regional, a yard I really like. Ed Bethell, he's a classy sprinter. He's run 2 cracking races in defeat already this season at Ascot and the Curragh, and I think he's overpriced at around 10 to 1. He's got loads of early pace. That's not normally a bad place to be at Newmarket. If Callum Rodriguez can ping him out the stalls, I think he could take plenty of passing. Best of luck with all 11 ITV races on Saturday, betting experts.